In this video, we will set up registrations for use with your classes. Registrations may be a governing body fee, such as Gymnastics Australia Registration, or a centre-based registration fee, such as swim school registration. Joining fees for classes will be kept separate in class types. Your links administrator and classes coordinator should be present for this training. Before beginning this training, please ensure you have details of any registrations currently required at your centre, including prices and registration dates. To add registration types for use with your classes, go to the Admin module and select Classes, Registration Types. You will first need to give the registration type a code. This will be a maximum of 8 characters. For this example, let's create a Gymnastics Australia registration. So we'll give it a code of Gym Oz. You can then add a longer description for the registration type. Once the code and description have been entered, we can work our way through the tabs to set up the registration type. Under the Point of Sale tab, you will need to add at least one service code for the registration. If you have not yet created a service code for this purpose, you can select Setup and you will be taken to the Service Setup screen. For assistance creating a service code, please refer to the Setting Up Services video. If you wish, you can also define a second service code for the registration type and the financial split for each code. You will then need to enter the standard or full price for the registration type and select Active Registration. Moving on to the Alt Pricing tab, we can set up price overrides for this registration. These may apply, for example, if a student joins a class partway through the year and an annual registration fee is reduced, or if you have different prices depending on how many students within a family join. You can select from 3 options. Allow user to manually enter a price will allow customer service staff to enter in any price they wish at the time of booking a class for a student. Allow user to select set price will allow you to define a list of prices staff can choose from when applying the registration fee to a class booking. You can enter in up to 4 set prices here. Or you can select no price overrides if the registration fee must be paid in full every time. Under the Rego Format tab, we set how often the registration needs to be paid. If we select Payable by Anniversary, we can set a custom period for the registration to last. This will mean that each customer with this fee will have different dates for paying their registrations based on when they booked into a class. If we select registration fees are due yearly on the set date, we create the same due date for every customer. We can then select if the registration fee is required for each individual student or payable once by the family, regardless of how many students are in that family. We can also select if we want this registration type to be allowed to be rolled over in bulk. This process allows you to issue the registration fee for the next period to all active customers in one go. The Class Types tab will show the class types this registration is being used for. As we have not set up any class types yet, we will not see anything here. Under the Class Web tab, we need to select if this registration will be used online. You can also set the registration price for 1, 2, and 3 or more students in the same family for use online if required. Under the Locations tab, we need to assign this registration to the relevant location or locations if you are a multi-location site. Once you have entered in all the relevant details under each tab, select Add to finalise the creation of the registration type. You can edit a registration type if needed by using the 3 dots to select the registration type you need to change, editing any details required, then clicking Update. Once you have added any registration types your centre requires, you can simply close. In the next video, we will set up the class types for use at your centre.